Police agents take a Somali woman into custody in Minnesota. A crowd quickly surrounds them. Tensions rise. What's your take?
Tell us your reaction to DHS ending the TPS status for Somalis, for Somalia. What's your opinion on it? Do you think it was a good idea to do that? They're saying that the conditions have improved enough where the TPS is justified to end for Somalia. Do you agree with that assessment? Anything you could say on that?
I know everybody heard about Donald Trump sending Somalians home by March 17th. They all got to be gone. I'm mad as fuck. I'm not even going to lie, man. These white people always bothering somebody, yo. I know I talk shit about the Somalians, but damn, yo. You know what I mean? Shit just make me want to buy whatever property y'all got for cheap. If y'all got any property, I'll buy that shit. Let me know. And I want to know, by the way, who get the keys to the Leering Center? I want it because I got a bunch of kids, and I know they kids got kids now. So I needed some way to bring all these badass kids. And is there any Congress positions for sale? I know a lot of y'all were senators in Minnesota and shit like that. So if y'all got any positions for sale, let me know, man. I'll see y'all later, man. I'll be down here to visit.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So there's been a lot of talk online about Somalians in the United States right now, and I want to slow down and explain what's actually happening. The Trump administration has announced it is revoking temporary protected status (TPS) for Somalian nationals living in US. TPS was created to protect people from being sent back to countries that are unsafe. Somalia was given TPS for that exact reason. Now that protection is being taken away and thousands of Somalian families are affected. But what is really interesting is the reaction of Black Americans. Before we get into it, drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
I don't know if y'all heard, but Trump just ended TPS for Somalis. They got till March 17th to figure it out, y'all. They could either self-deport, which Trump always encouraged because it comes with incentives.
We're here gathered today with community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota to fully support and endorse President Trump. Some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, family values, and with all these and a number of other issues, the community came together and fully standing behind President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, and the reason why is because he's a fighter. That's it. We like fighters. More importantly, the left left us. They left us. Please understand this. We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump 2024, vote for Joe Trape 2024, vote for Maisie Young in St. Paul. And please go out and vote, because voting for Trump without soldiers is giving him a failure. So please vote. Again, for the school boards, please go vote for the Republican Party this time. Thank you so much.
Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and indeed from the United States of America, and we're going to put an end to it.
We're also going to revoke the citizenship of any naturalized immigrant from Somalia or anywhere else who is convicted of defrauding our citizens. We're going to get them the hell out of here fast.
So the U.S. President Donald Trump has come out and said he's going to remove the temporary protected status that Somalis have in Minnesota so that he can start deporting them. And I just want to say, I absolutely support this as a Nigerian. I need him to remove that status and deport as many Somalis as possible. There you have it. It says, Trump says he is ending temporary deportation protection for Somalis in Minnesota. And I said, as a Nigerian, I support this. Let me explain why. After seeing what y'all did to your own brother in favor of Jacob Frey, you serve no purpose to your own people, to all black peoples. You need to get the out of America. You are a net negative to all black people, to all African people. You need to get the because you live in America where you see white people unite behind race, but you decided that because someone, a Somali, is from a different tribe, different clan, someone who wants the best for you and your people, someone who wants the best, bringing representation, who is going to put in laws and measures to protect you and your community. You said, nah. He's not from my tribe. Let the Jew win. Let Jacob Frey win. Africans have shown they would rather take suffering from someone they love than take enjoyment from someone they hate. I absolutely support that shit. Donald Trump needs to deport as many Somalis as possible, because if you're going to come here after so many years and you still don't know how to unite as a people, you serve no purpose. You are absolutely worthless to the rest of us, and you should not be in this country. You need to get the out.
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives. I would fear them because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. And they will fall in the track that I set for them. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump.
It's like we need to get these people out of our country and do it fast. But Ilhan Omar doesn't think the president has the authority to do that.
When the president tweets as if he has the authority to terminate temporary protected status for Somalis in Minnesota, even little kids in 8th grade know that that is not an authority that the president has and can wield.
Well, it looks like she was wrong again, because that is exactly what President Trump is doing.
All right, Todd Lyons is the ICE director and joins us now. Sir, good to have you back on. The president has called to end the temporary protected status of Somalians living in the state of Minnesota. When that does happen, is ICE going to be going into what's called Little Mogadishu there on the southeast side of Minneapolis?
Hey, Rob. Good seeing you again. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so, ICE, obviously, we enforce the laws the way they're written, right? And so if someone's temporary protective status is lifted, which it's happened many times to different various countries and nationalities, but we're ready to take action, and that's what we do, right? When someone's temporary protective status is lifted, they are now illegal aliens. They're here in the country illegally, and we will go ahead and remove those criminal elements out of our neighborhoods.
No surprise, Somalia has been removed from temporary protected status. The Department of Homeland Security has announced their 60-day notification to terminate temporary protected status. This termination would go into effect March 16th, 2026. If you are from Somalia and have TPS, you have to get on the CBP Home app and register to depart the United States by that date. There have been 11 countries in total that have been removed from the TPS list. These countries, the Department of Homeland Security has made the determination that they're safe to live in and for the TPS recipients to go back to countries including Afghanistan, Haiti, Venezuela, and now Somalia.
Somali leaders endorsed Donald Trump during the election, and now he wants to deport them. So if you don't remember, during the election, Somali leaders in Minnesota did a press conference where they publicly endorsed Donald Trump. Now, fast forward to recently, Donald Trump is, doing his press conference on the news, and he's saying that he wants Somali people gone. He says that he does not like them. He says that, I guess, the areas that they live in are poverty-stricken, and, they're not good people, and that's why they don't even want to live in their own country, and he knows that it's not politically correct to say that, but he don't like them, and he wants them gone. There's a lot of immigrants that are learning the hard way that, your proximity to whiteness means nothing. There's a reason why a lot of black people don't care to be in white spaces. They don't care to bootleg or none of that. There's a reason, because at the end of the day, whether you believe that you're black or not, I'm not black, I'm Somali, they don't care. So now these leaders have gotten on, national television, told their community to vote for this man, their community that probably trusts them, and that same man is talking down on them as people, talking down on their country, and wants them gone. To no surprise. To no surprise. And then you have Somalis now tweeting, that Black Americans think it's funny. They're not worried about, what's happening to Somalis when, this is just going to intensify racial profiling, and they're now going to be racially profiled. I'm so sorry. Somali people, yeah, some of y'all are beautiful, but there's no way in hell you're going to look at me and tell me that I look like I'm from Somali. You know that I don't look like, I look like an African American. I'm not getting racially profiled as somebody from Somali. I'm so sorry. They have very distinct features, and it does not align with what I look like. So no, I am not worried. And I feel bad for the ones who were not naive and not dumb, but this is something that you have to take up with your community, not mine.
Hey, good evening, guys. Excuse my voice. I got a little cold. Hey, Somalians. What happened? You thought you knew America, huh? Y'all talk like this country is yours. Y'all talk like y'all running this country. Y'all really thought that you was free in America. Ooh. Y'all really thought y'all was free to do anything you want in America, right? What you said? We ain't going nowhere. I see ICE out there in Minnesota. What happened? I see crying and screaming. What's going on? Yeah, because you thought you knew America. You called us all types of names. But one thing about Black Americans, oh boy, do we know America. We know when people are being used. We been there. Y'all keep saying y'all next. No, we was first. So you really think you know America? This is just the beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet. Get ready to go get those flies back flying around your mouth. And your ribs sticking out. And your belly bigger than your head. You'll see. You'll see. Don't say I ain't tell you.
We tried to tell y'all 20 years ago when y'all started mass immigrating to Minnesota that something would happen to your youth. But you guys chose to take that moment and talk about how lost and how violent and how uneducated our youth was. You guys took that opportunity when we were trying to tell you that something is going on with the system in Minnesota that causes minority youth to go crazy and basically out of their mind with war and hate. We try to tell y'all, right? 20 years ago, probably more than 20 years ago, we tried to tell y'all. Y'all took the opportunity to tell us how out of control our Black kids was and how lost they is and how better y'all is than us, right? Now look at it. Every time I turn on the news, y'all kids is on there shooting up schools, shooting up parties, shooting up malls, shooting up blocks, shooting up everything. It's almost like y'all brought that warrior, fighter, civil war stuff that's over there in y'all country. It's almost like y'all brought it here. And we tried to tell y'all, invest in community things for the children. We tried to tell y'all, invest in after school places for the children. We tried to tell y'all, invest in mentorship for the children. But guess what? Y'all ain't do it because y'all didn't want our little Black kids involved, right? 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 Now look at you. Y'all done bought up the Boys and Girls Clubs over in Minneapolis, planning on turning them into housing when really y'all need to turn them back into Boys and Girls Clubs so these kids can have somewhere safe to go where there are mentors that are going to help guide them into the right path for life. Let's talk about that. Y'all steadily building malls. Y'all steadily building housing. Y'all forgetting about schools for the kids. Y'all just Then left them kids behind, huh? Y'all ain't even care about y'all kids. That's why y'all was talking shit about ours, huh? Now look at y'all, gotta backtrack. And y'all really need to link up with the other minorities on this, more specifically the black ones, because we've been trying to tell y'all for 20 years that they done took the trades out the school. We done tried to tell y'all for 20 years that they done took all the community centers up out of the neighborhoods. We've been trying to tell y'all for years that they took all the programs and camps away from the churches. We've been trying to tell y'all that we seen the demise of our kids happening before our eyes while we are being oppressed and can barely do anything about it. Y'all came over here, y'all got them government grants, y'all using all of our government money to bring more people here, but y'all ain't doing nothing for the community, and that is exactly why y'all's kids is turning out just like ours. Y'all didn't want to help ours, nobody's gonna save y'all's. I hate to be the breaker of bad news, but the fact of the matter is, we told y'all 20 years ago, but y'all was too busy. Oh, we're better. Y'all too busy doing that shit, right? Than to be listening and planning, huh? Now look at y'all. This administration on y'all ass, about to start redlining y'all, about to start taking everything away that they let y'all build. And look at y'all, didn't even build nothing for the kids. And now your kids is lost. And now they about to start filling up the prisons with them. They're not going to send y'all kids back to Somalia. They're going to start filling up the prison so they can get free labor out of y'all. Don't say we didn't tell y'all 20 years ago.
Alright guys, welcome back. I would like to know what you think about the videos you just watched. For many people, this is confusing and scary. A lot of Somalia under the TPS have lived in the United States for a very long time. Some came as children, some have American-born kids. Many work full-time jobs, pay taxes, and are deeply rooted in their communities. The big question people are asking right now is what next? Will the Somalian people actually be given time to live on their own? Or will this turn into ICE enforcement like we have seen with other immigrant communities? Because history shows that when protections are removed, enforcement usually follows. Another important point that needs to be said is this. Immigration status does not protect people from how the system views race. A lot of Black Americans have been saying this for years, and what is happening right now is making a lot of people rethink what they believed about safety and belonging in the US. This is not just about Somalia, it's about how quickly people can go from being allowed to being unwanted. It is also how political promises don't always match political actions. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion, and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in my next video. Bye bye.